Well, it's Lulu and Lala on 103.5 KTU, the beat of New York, and we are here, joined by the lovely and the very talented Camila Cabello.
We're all hooping.
Yes.
Are you guys Latinas?
Sí.
Yeah.
Cubana salvadoreña.
No way.
You're Cuban Mexican.
Yes, yeah.
Are you fluent in Spanish?
Sí.
Okay,
Read it and write
Claro,
it.
yes.
That's
Do you
awesome.
think in Spanish or in English?
When I'm with my family for a really long time, I start to think in Spanish. But when I'm like working, I think in English. Because it's
Right.
the language.
Which accent do you feel like you lean towards more, the Mexican or the Cuban?
I feel like I'm pretty neutral, honestly. Like, hablo así, no tengo acento.
Okay,
Right, yeah.
Sí.
You
Right?
Yeah. You're pretty neutral.
Because I feel like Cuban is on one extreme and Mexican is on one.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like with both my parents, I have a pretty...
Yeah,
It's like in the middle. You know
Yeah,
what
It's
I
a
mean?
combination of both.
Yeah.
So it's
Dope,
a win-win.
though. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to your album, The Hurting,
the
Healing, and the Loving.
Yes.
Super excited.
Oh my God, thanks.
When's it coming out? Everybody on Twitter has been hitting us up. We told them, hey, if you have any questions for Camila, let us know, and we'll, ask for you guys. And that's the main question.
We know it's sometime in September, but is there a
No,
set
it's
date?
sometime in September, basesically.
Can I make it a suggestion?
Yes.
See, like our birthday's September 5th.
So make it September 4th.
Beyonce's
Think
birthday.
about it. That's a good idea. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, but sometime around September.
What about touring? When would that kick off?
There's definitely a surprise, but I literally cannot say anything.
Okay.
So we know there's a surprise.
But save your coins.
We'll circle around that again. Okay, so let's start with some of the questions that the fans wanted to know. For instance, which song was harder to write? I Have Questions or Crying in the Club?
Well, both of those had a really different process. So Questions, I started writing all of the lyrics to like a year and a half ago, I think. Yeah, like a year and a half ago. And that was like the lyrics were easy to write because it was just me talking. It was just me venting. And Crying in the Club was something that I had basically met with Benny Blanco, who produced it. I met with him at his house and I played him a bunch of the songs that I had, including I Have Questions. And he sent me a demo of Sia doing Crying in the Club a week after. And I just knew that it was just a piece of the puzzle that just had to go in my album. And I wrote the bridge because they didn't have a bridge and added my bits to it. And that's how that song came about. So it was two really different processes.
By the way, when was the last time you cried at the club?
Can you even go to a club? Because you're not 21.
No,
she's
honestly,
a celebrity.
I really don't, but they don't care. I don't really go to a lot of clubs. I'm not really much of a club hopper. But I feel like the club is kind of like a euphemism for just like music. Like, let the beat carry your tears as they fall. Like, it's more about music than the club. But I've definitely probably cried at a party before.
It's so funny because the song, I Have Questions, we were actually listening to that song as we were driving into work, and I'm going through a breakup right now.
I'm sorry.
And I know, it's terrible.
He doesn't deserve you. You're
Thank
beautiful.
you. Camila Cabello said it, okay? But I have questions, and I'm like, this is exactly what I'm asking myself now. I have all these questions that don't have answers.
Yeah.
So it's just so relatable. And I know that in past interviews you said that the main thing is you want someone to feel something for your songs. Feel
Yeah.
anything. And that's the perfect song because who hasn't gone through a breakup?
Oh, thank you. Thanks for saying that.
No, thank you, Camila.
Oh, no, but thank you. Thanks for saying that.
Have you found the answers?
No, I don't care anymore.
That's good. When you don't care anymore, you know that it's
That's an
over.
answer itself.
It's over.
It's over and done with.
Yeah, absolutely. And it definitely gets to, like, that song actually specifically isn't about like a boy. Like, it's not like a breakup with a boy. It's more about just like more about like a friendship. It's more about, but I feel like in general, like with breakups and with everything, there's definitely a point where you wake up and you're just like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, this doesn't hurt me as much as it used to anymore. And that's such a good feeling. You're like,
you're over.
yeah.
Brand new you.
Exactly.
you.
What was the most exciting part, like doing this album on your own? Before you were used to 4 others being in there, now it's just you.
I mean, it's definitely more a responsibility because everything has kind of come down to just like what I want to say. And like most of these songs, have come from just like notes that I had in my phone that I turned into songs, and I just had to like being, you know, in the room from scratch when a lot of those were written means that I have to just like carry it through the full way. You know what I mean? So it's definitely it's really exciting because I feel like I just put all of myself
in there
into it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Now, do you worry about your family? Because I know as like Latinos, our parents are very much involved in everything and they have opinions about everything. And sometimes that could mess you up with what you have here.
Totally.
Have your parents ever like made you like, no, I can't say that because if they listen to it, they're going to be like,
Not really, because I feel like they know what my thing is. Like my thing is music. You know what I mean? And they don't try to make decisions for me in that area. Like they can give opinions, but at the end of the day, they know that I'm gonna do what I want because it's my, you know, it's my art.
So there's no sense of like censorship. Like if I want to talk about whatever.
No, because I feel like I don't really have anything to say that it would not be appropriate, except for just like except for, you know, I mean, I feel I love to write about love. I love to, you know, even getting like sensual in songs I think is nice and like amazing. And obviously if your dad hears it, you're like but whatever.
You're gonna be a little awkward at the beginning.
Yeah, but whatever.
Like everyone goes
Sorry,
through that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get you.
So I still do that. But as far as like, you know, I don't like write about, I don't like do drugs or like do anything. So it's not like I'm censoring myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
is there anything you still ask your parents for permission for? Because I'm 32 and I still sometimes I'm like, hey ma, just giving you a heads up.
I feel like my mom and I are like, she's like my best friend. Yeah. Like I have her with me on the road all the time, and she is such a good person to ask for advice. But I feel like not really permission. Like my mom literally encourages me to go out. She's like, you need to go out. You need to find a boy.
I love it.
Stop watching Friends. You know what I mean? Like she's cool.
And speaking of watching TV, I know you've been very busy. You're busy now. You're going to get even busier. Netflix, what are you watching besides Friends?
Besides Friends, I actually watched Gossip Girl the other day for a long time.
You binge watched, right?
Yeah, I binge watched it. Yeah, I know. Because it's hard sometimes. You're like, Chuck. Wow. So yeah, I did that not too long ago. And then other than that, I just watch like movies.
Yeah.
I like to watch a lot of movies.
For your album, I know you worked with Ed Sheeran, wrote a song for you, and then you took it and rewrote it. And then you also wrote Charlie. Is it Charlie XCX?
Yeah.
Who else like have you collaborated? Maybe like with T.I., Future, Gucci Mane, or anyone like that?
Ooh, so Quavo was on a song that I did, which is really cool.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And I collaborated with Pharrell, which was really cool.
That's right. Okay.
Which is more than cool. It's an honor. Like it's just crazy. I was so stoked to just be in the same room as him. And yeah, those are some people.
Now, you also worked with J Balvin and Pitbull with the song Hey Mama.
Yeah.
What is the best advice that they both gave you?
Well, J Balvin, he's very, just from the way that he is, he's very grateful. He always has a very grateful energy.
Humble too, yeah.
And very humble. And I feel like his attitude, his energy just stands out in a room because sometimes, you know, a lot of the times you can take stuff for granted or you can be tired at a dress rehearsal, and whenever anybody says anything to him, he's just like, muy agradecido. You know what I mean? And I feel like I just observed that about him, and it just made me, you know, be like, that is a really, really good attitude to have, because how can you be, you know, tired or when you have an opportunity like this? And I feel like he is constantly thinking about that, and I think that's why he's so hardworking, because he's honestly so grateful for, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that everybody could learn from him. And Pitbull is just like, he's so supportive of new artists. Like when we did the Hey Ma video, he was like, you know, if you and your mom ever want to come to dinner and I could give you advice on your career and on, you know, how to build a business, whatever. He was just telling me all of this stuff. And obviously there's nothing in it for him. It's just to help me and to give advice to people.
We actually spoke to Pitbull when he released his album a couple of months ago, and he spoke very highly of you.
Oh my God! You guys do that. It's so cool.
I'll show you afterwards. And he says that he said the same thing you're saying right now, that you have the it factor.
Oh, that's
and
so
stuff.
nice.
So yeah.
He's
Did he invite
amazing.
you onto the yacht?
I mean, I feel like he invited me to dinner. I don't know where the dinner was though, but he had to leave right after that, so we haven't been in the same place.
Right.
Yeah,
he's busy. He's very busy. He's busy. All over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. But both of those people are. I would love to do some more Spanish collaborations too.
Who I know Shakira just dropped her album too.
Oh my God, yeah, it's really good.
Who in the Latin market would you want to work with?
Actually, I just I did this interview like overseas, and I sang Despacito a cappella.
Yes,
and Luis Fonsi tweeted me.
Yeah,
which was super cool. So doing something, I actually also think like doing something with Luis Fonsi or doing something with Alejandro Sanz would be really
Very
cool.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, that would all be really cool.
So another question from a fan of yours was, will you ever get any tattoos?
I don't think so, because for me, I feel like I go through different phases in my life.
Yeah.
And for me, like everything has to change. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
When I went into this thing, like I got bangs and I wear my hair, like I used to wear my hair like this. Now I wear it like that. And I feel like if I got a tattoo, then that would just be with me forever. And those memories would be with me forever. And I just like to I think
it would bother me because it's like I can't get rid of it. I mean, I can't, but it's like, it's there, it's embedded.
Yeah. I don't even like to wear the same
outfit,
clothes, or like the same bracelet. Like I'm just kind of, when I move on from something, it's very drastic.
Oh, that's cool. What are 3 things that make you instantly happy?
Instantly happy, my family, Miami, and animals.
Okay.
I love animals.
Selena,
love my dogs.
Selena Gomez in an interview said that she would love to do a collabo with you.
Oh my God, that would be so amazing. I didn't hear that. She said that?
Yes, they actually, that was one of the tweets that we got from your fans.
Oh, that's so cool.
Many tweeted with that question. So she's
dope.
been in town. Have you been do you ever get to hang out with like Selena, Taylor, anybody, like any of your friends when they're in the same town? I know you guys are very busy.
I've hung out with her a bunch of times. Not recently though, because I just got here a few hours ago. But I didn't know that she said that, because I did hear that she said really nice things about me in an interview, and she also texted me, which was so nice, and she was like, I'm so proud of you, here if you need anything. But that would be amazing. I mean, she's so sweet, and she's always been like really sweet to me, so that's really cool.
What is the best boy advice, or just advice in general, that Taylor has ever given to you, Taylor Swift?
Best boy advice. I think she once told me, which is something my mom has told me as well, is to just be like, to leave them with memories that they're gonna miss, if that makes sense.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So to just give them experiences that they're not gonna be able to forget.
They're never gonna forget.
Absolutely.
Yes, Taylor. That's a good one. And this was actually outside, a big fan of yours. He's like, please ask her, please.
Oh, Griffin. I know him. The first what?
EDM concert.
Because you have the
with Major Lazer.
Well, we haven't done, I mean, we did.
You performed.
We did it basically at this like Miami show that they had.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, do you want to come? And we're going to do our song for the first time. And I thought it was just going to be like this small, like intimate club. So I go there and I'm like in my overalls, like wearing mascara. I look like 14 years old. And then I get there and it was like spotlights, and it was like this stage, and I was like, okay, well, vámonos. And so then I got the mic, and we just did it, and it was super fun. But I'm super excited about Know No Better, and I'm excited to do it on a stage again, for real again. That'll be super fun.
That EDM crowd is no joke, you know?
Oh yeah, they get hypey.
Sometimes.
Yes.
A little intense.
No, I love it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
we know that
you.
you're completely busy today. So your album coming out September 5th, right?
Yes. September 5th.
Cool. Awesome.
Midnight.
Thank you.
I love you guys. Thank you.